Oh, that's so weird. What the heck? I like it.
Alright. We are there we go. Yeah. Keep in mind it's fretless, so like chords aren't necessarily the most ideal thing in the world. Yeah, I figured that one out. Hi there everybody, I'm Logan Klein, the owner of Klein's Guitarworks on Reverb.com, and sitting beside me right here is the one and only Chicago Joe Schuler. Hey guys, how's it going? Yes, that is his name, not joking, and he's repping the Blackhawks today. What's today? Saturday, yeah. Yeah, it's Saturday. So, they play tonight. So do the Stars, so I should get... Oh! Sorry about that. Chicago is here with me because I am left-handed and he is not, and he is demonstrating the Klein's Guitarworks Lucere Fretless Monster. So, the Klein's Guitarworks Lucere, it's a fancy word to say, is Lucere. Lucere.
It comes from the finest part of Michelin.
It's actually Latin for lucid.
Oh.
So, anyway, the Klein's Guitarworks Lucere Fretless Monster is definitely a Frankenstein of a guitar here, as you can probably assume. So, we've got ourselves here an Epiphone Les Paul body here, accompanied with a Crescent Guitars neck right here that was converted to a fretless because the frets on it were really sharp, and I figured, hey, rather than slicing your fingers open, why don't you experience a new instrument? So some specifications here. It is a mahogany body and a, to my knowledge, maple neck right here.
Only the finest quality.
Only the finest quality. Accompanied with a rosewood neck, or fingerboard rather, right here. And in terms of electronics, we've got ourselves a single volume right here, which is push-pull, and it is not coil splitting. It is actually a 20 decibel gain boost, and it is an EMG ALX pickup set here. And the finish is this really distressed kind of beat up. This is like legitimately road worn, wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah. I mean, I just dragged it outside the back of my car. Yeah.
What we actually did though is I personally, and I'll probably flash a picture or something over Chicago here, but pretty much
I'm not important.
I did a combination of two things, which was dragged it on the road with my bicycle, as well as throwing it off the roof. So props to my parents for letting me get on the roof and throw it and stuff. And so now what we're going to do is I'm going to pass this back to Chicago, and we are going to demonstrate some of the sounds that you can get out of this. And for those of you wondering what the signal chain might be, it is the Fretless Monster right here going into a Dunlop Crybaby bass wah, into a TC Electronic Polytune, into a Electro Harmonix Metal Muff with top boost, followed by a Vox Joe Satriani Time Machine delay, into a Midnight 30 Music Serenity reverb, and last in the chain is a Digitech Digi delay into a Fender Frontman 212R amplifier. And if you hear any sort of drum sounds, it is coming out of this Roland Rhythm Composer from I don't know when, but it's retro. It's really retro here.
It's retro.
I don't know how it I'd say we at least slap some reverb in there.
Yeah. Well, I can do it.
So, as you can probably hear, based on some of the little tidbits of instrumentals that we've done, this guitar is sort of weird, and we mean that very, I wouldn't say delicately, or loosely for that matter. We're being very firm in saying it's weird because since it's fretless, what you have to do is where you would normally, and Chicago will get like a little alternate angle here, where you would normally just simply play the note right
Here, where you'd be in the middle of the fret. If you notice, it sounds like a little bit flat from what you want to play. So what you have to do now is, since there's no frets to compensate, is you have to kind of shift to the middle right there, so that way you get like a full, whole natural note that you want. Because otherwise, you don't want to sound like you don't want to sound like that. You probably want to be like.
That bend was so I got it on a tune. So we here at Klein's Guitarworks, we like to play some little games with the stuff that we sell here. And so one thing I'm sure a lot of people are probably wondering in Chicago, and there's a lot of things going for this guitar.
Yeah.
But will it feedback?
Will it feedback? You know, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, I'm sure we can push it to the limit, but for those that are very conservative, I don't think it'll ever feedback. But
let's prove them wrong.
Let's prove them wrong.
Transition noise. So, as I mentioned earlier, we have here an Electro Harmonix Metal Muff here with top boost, and so I'm probably sure most of you are thinking, well, Logan, you're probably cheating if you just turn on the top boost, because yes, you're right, I could easily just be like,
yeah, feedback.
And then just give it some time. Alright, so yes, we would be kind of cheating, but you know what? We already have a top boost in this guitar to begin with, because there's a gain boost right here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have the top boost on, because why not? And then we're just going to see how well it can feedback. So this is first without the gain boost engaged. So let's just play a little note. You just ended your song and you're just like, you're like, thank you Chicago, thank you, like Seattle, wherever you're at. just kind of sit here a bit. You know, it takes a little bit of time here. Yeah, the drummer's going crazy in the back while you're waiting for the feedback to happen. And then before you know it, it starts getting stronger. And so the drummer stops to recognize there's feedback present. But that's not enough. So now we turn to gain pot. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! And without top boost. Just like sustain. Drummer's going crazy in the background, and you're just sitting here, and you're like, thank you. You maybe throw your pick out like that, and then the feedback really starts to get in there. I think we've answered our questions here.
Yeah.
So if you are one who is very interested in weird products and weird sounds and just experimenting as a whole, I'd recommend you buy this guitar. Or even if you don't, like, or if you're not into this, I bet your friends are. This will be up on my Reverb shop, and you should definitely check it out. And Chicago here will give us a closing jam. Let's do this. Oh, there's bongos in there. Oh. Oh.
That's the wrong track.
I was like, man, what is this?
Stop. Let's see. You can change the track through here. Oh, can you?
Okay, never mind. We
No.
we got some.
Hold on. Here we go. Better one. Yeah, that's.
Okay, there we go. Now he'll close us with a jam.
Just a small outro there for you.